What's up, everybody? Wrestlenook here, and I hope you're all doing well. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Spawn KickStarter figures. Now, this was a Kickstarter that started, last year, I believe, and I jumped in on there. I'll be honest, it was a little confusing because of all the support that it was drumming up. McFarlane Toys kept releasing new add-ons, so we started getting alternate head sculpts, alternate weapons, exclusive weapons, autographs, foil covers. It just seemed to keep growing, and I wasn't quite sure what was incorporated with what. So I just went with the basic level, and I got myself the classic and the modern versions of the figure. So we're going to go ahead and open these up. It's been a long wait, not nearly as long as I waited for those Beasts of the Mesozoic Raptor figures. That took a while. Nor this Valaverse figures. It seems like those are taking just as long, but that's okay. You know, stuff happens. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up. So it's got a slipcase cover, as we established with the first unboxing, the mail call. Inside, you'll find this list of updates, things they've changed, stuff they've incorporated. You can see that the re-release, the remastered figure, is loaded, whereas the original one back in 1994 was a great effort, but was definitely lacking. You've also got this certificate of authenticity, so that's great. Set that aside, and we'll go ahead and open this up. I really enjoy this pull tab that they got, but this cardboard is so rigid, it's so stiff. Anyway, here's the figure itself. Let's take a closer look here. You'll see one of the alternate heads I was talking about right there. We've got a Necro dagger. We've also got some Necroplasma, and we've also got this accessory here, this weapon accessory. What's great about this is a foam insert, so this pops right out. Just like that. And we can take this out. And we can take this out. Nothing too crazy. No articulation, nothing separates. It's all just one big piece of plastic. And we can take this out. That's the plasma attack. And here's the alternate head sculpt. See if there's any articulation. We got some articulation. That's good. And then there doesn't seem to be anything else. Now, I'm curious if you got the Super Deluxe Edition, if this is packed with even more accessories. But since I got the standard version, those are the only accessories we got, on top of what's included in this big honking clamshell package. Wow. Now, I regret that I don't have the original Spawn figure, the one that this is modeled after, to show you a comparison, but I'm sure that some folks out there do, some diehard collectors from back in the day. This is a throwback to 1994, so I mean, that's hella impressive. Okay, so we've got the figure right here, big giant clamshell display. You've got the action feature down here at the bottom. You've got some information here on the side. Nothing on that side, nothing on that side, nothing on the bottom, nothing up top. And on the back is just the cover. So let's go ahead and open this up. This has a nice little clamshell clasp here on the side. No need for scissors to cut any tapes or blades. This just opens just like that. Right here is the comic on the backing card. It even has a little sleeve that this can slide in and out of. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. Now it does have some foil work. You can see right there along the side. Some foil on the border, foil on the title, foil on the one. Wow, and look at that. This is an action figure, This action figure is an adult collectible not intended for children under the age of 14. Well, I'm 35, so I think I qualify. Then right here is the meat and potatoes of the figure. Look at this. So I think we can just pull this off. This isn't, oh no, so this is taped. The clamshell isn't taped, but this is taped. So we're just gonna go ahead. So here's the comic that comes with the figure. You can see the foil lettering right here as well as around the border. So that's very exciting. There's even like a little lip here, so you can remove the comic and then read it and then place it back when you're done with this protective case, so that's real nice. I already showed you all the accessories. Here's the stand that comes with the figure. Very basic, nothing too crazy. Now, and all the accessories came because all those stretch marks were met. Stretch marks. Because all those stretch goals were met. And here's the figure. So take a look at this. You got like this bronze real metal chain. You got bronze chain right here. You got fantastic articulation. Look at that head sculpt. Wowee. So we can look down, turn to the side, turn to the other side. There doesn't seem to be any neck sculpt here. There seems to be one big sculpt, and that's okay. You've got limited shoulder movements because of the cape, but that's all right. So it goes out to about there, goes up to about there. Can't go much further back. You got a nice bicep swivel. You got what looks to be a single hinge elbow. Oh noes! But it might be double jointed, I'm not too sure. Seems to be the case on the other side. Shoulder, bicep swivel, crazy looking elbow joint. And that hand popped right out, but that one's not, so I don't know what's going on there. You got a lot of activity going on here at the midsection, but no torso crunch. You've got nice articulation here at the hip, going that far up, that far out. Can't go back because of the cape, but that's okay. You got double jointed knees, so you can do that action. No calf swivel, but you got toe rockers or toe joints, decent ankle rocker, and there is foot articulation. Even though you got this big massive boot, there is foot articulation. And so the same applies over here. Goes out that far, back that far, out like that. Double jointed knees. No. Oh, this one does have a calf swivel. Look at that. Toe joint, ankle rockers. Nothing too crazy. So, I don't know what happened to that other hand. I'll try to find it. But we'll just replace this right here. So right off the bat, this hook right here makes it a little difficult to get that hand in place. It doesn't really do a good job keeping it there, but this is the figure. This is it. So let's see how easily this head switches out. It don't. Oh, there we go. So there's a better look at the classic hamburger head. And we'll go ahead and put this head in its place. Now this one does have articulation there at the neck. That just pops in. There's only one way it can, I think. And there we go. In place. And that'll remove like that. And then we can put this one back in place. There we go. So there's some things I don't like for sure, like the rigidity of the cape and how it impacts full articulation. That's an issue I have. And this is not removable. As folks keep saying, you cannot remove this cape. So is it a hindrance? Yes. Does it complete the figure? Yes. So it's a little difficult to say one way or the other, but I mean, this is a dynamic figure regardless. So I'm glad I've got it. Thanks for checking out this video. And as you can see, I've got the rest of my Spawn collectibles here in the background. When I found out about this, I took to eBay and started picking up all of these playsets from the Spawn movie from back in the day. And I'm glad I got them. I'm glad I got them. All right, so let's go ahead and open the modern version and let's see what's different between the two figures. Here's the comic. This time it's a red foil. Same notification right down here, same warning. This action figure is an adult collectible, not intended for children under the age of 14. Again, I'm 35, so I don't have to worry about that. Same setup here where you're able to remove the comic so you can read it and then place it right back into this slip cover when you're done. We already went through all the accessories associated with the KickStarter stretch goals. Look at that sword. Nice. So we'll go ahead and remove this figure and all of the plastic. So same hands, weapon grip, loose grip, knuckle dusters. You've got another stand right here. The other weapon that came with the modern Spawn figure, look at that giant blade. It's hard not to look at this and see inspiration for Gears of War, what with that chainsaw lancer that they use. But this is a massive gun, crazy looking. And this is the comparison for the KickStarter stretch goal that went with the classic figure versus what was included with the modern figure. All right. And now that that's out of plastic, we get a better look at this figure right here. So same setup. You got real metal chains here at the waist, real metal chain here around the neck. You don't have, oh, you do have neck articulation as opposed to that last figure. It did not have a neck articulation. You couldn't rotate the head like that. Look at that sculpt. That's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice. Don't want to break nothing. Oh, that looks like it's getting tense. Ooh. There we go. Fold it back. Fold it back. I do appreciate that these are metal joints as opposed to the plastic ones from back in the day. Those just snapped for me and I wasn't too happy with that. Okay, so we've got same articulation here. Shoulder goes up about that far, goes out about that far. You got bicep swivel and you've got some funky double jointed elbow here. You got hinge swivel at the wrist with removable hands. You got a lot of action going on here at the waist. Look at that. Same deal though, you can't remove the cape. Cape is non-removable. So that's a bit of a bummer. But what can you do? I'm sure someone will at some point. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to take that chance. This figure is too nice to wreck. Let's look at the leg articulations. We've got hip goes up like that, goes out like that, goes out like that, and back two. You got double jointed knees. You got calf swivel, ankle rocker, ankle hinge, and toe hinges. And that applies for the same thing on this leg as well. Swappable hands means it's easy to customize. You can put the other hands on there for different poses, more dynamic poses. Although I will point this out, it's strange to have your figure like that because no one's wrist is shaped in that fashion. But look at that. That looks sick. That looks hella dynamic. Anyway, these are the bad boys I've been waiting for. I do believe that the cape can scuff stuff. I say this because it's already scuffed my tarp here. So, you know, is it worth it? I don't know. Take a look at these figures and tell me, are they worth it? Because to me, they are. And I wouldn't be surprised if these jump up in price on the secondary market. I mean, the sculpts are impressive. And I'm not even upset that McFarlane Toys might have used this Kickstarter as leverage for negotiations for future waves, because the demand is there. I, living here in Alaska, put in my reserve because I wanted these figures, and I got them. And I got these ones too. Spawn is very much a part of my childhood, and I'm glad that they're revisiting him. I'm glad that there's getting more longevity and life out of this. This figure is solid. This figure is sick, and I'm so glad I got both versions as opposed to just one or the other. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, then please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also, hit that bell notification so you'll be alerted as to my next upload. If anything else, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. So long, everybody. Have a great one.